Today on the dirt bike track, whether it's due to a lapse in my attention, the translator of this fan sub, or most likely the breakneck speed of Spider-Man's production time, we did not learn how onions contribute to deep space travel or world domination. But I sure love some Damen.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Spider-Man. Yes, guys. Like I said, I'm fucking mad about everything. These in the White House, these little out there is a bad word, listeners.
I don't know what you're prick?
No. Whoa. We're trying to be a clean show now.
Okay.
For one episode. It was...
Just bleep it.
You know, like in the movie industry, they do one for the studios, one for me, you know, that kind of stuff. Well,
You double swear?
We're giving finally one to the general tokusatsu audience and, 217 for us.
I still think if you're swearing that much, I feel like it's still bad.
No, it's still good. Our guest today does it all the time at work.
My dad late at night watching, what's a tater salad guy?
Ron White.
Watching Ron White and it all being censored, I still as a child was like, I shouldn't be watching this.
See, I used to only be able to listen to edited rap music. And listening to Obi Trice's Average Man off from Cheers, and our guest can contest to this because I have played it at work. Mm-hmm. They censor out him talking about guns. So when he says like Glock or 4.4, those words are edited out with gun noises. And that is so much more violent and visceral than just like you saying, I own a gun.
I mean, maybe that's the point. They're like, well, you're fucking stupid for censoring me. I'm going to make it worse than what it originally was.
And every time they talk about eating pussy, they're like, yeah, I'm going to eat that. Meow. And it's just a cat noise in there.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a woman moaning to go with the theme.
Sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
But no, usually it's a cat meowing.
I think there's a song.
Oh, it sucks that cat's probably dead now. Who's that cat?
Wow.
We need an investigation.
There's a song that I don't know. I could be wrong, though.
The most famous unknown cat.
No, because it wouldn't say, because Pandora doesn't play explicit music.
Because it's a radio.
So yeah, it has to be because they say it.
Wet
but
and gushy?
No, I fucking that is worse. Please say wet ass pussy instead of wet and gushy. That's fucking disgusting.
What about wet ass gushy?
I'm trying to say
you're trying
a song about big dick energy, and they changed it to big bed energy, and I'm like, that's weird, and I hate it.
Big bed energy, you got a California king, aka a waste of floor space. No one needs a bed that big. Unless you're Willy Wonka or Charlie's parents, You know how they all lived in one bed?
Yeah. And Willy Wonka also all lived in one bed.
Yeah, with all them Oompa Loompas.
Canonically.
He's like, oh, guys, sorry if I have morning wood. He's always saying that to the Oompas. And they're like, yeah, man, we know it's in our mouth. We like it.
No, we're like, we also have morning wood.
Well, yeah, because his morning wood's in their mouth. And when you have a penis in your mouth, you're going to get hard.
Yeah.
Okay? One for them, 200, and now it's 18 for us. Yeah, guys, we're never going to stop being weird, but what we do need to stop is not introducing our guest today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh?
You know him from Man Boy and the upcoming return of Crumbums. It's artist Lance Orr.
Oh, hey, welcome back. Third time's the charm.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the second time you've been on this show.
Second time's the charm.
You were on Citizens of Townsville Z over on patreon.com/MLM Podware for $5 a month.
Ooh. Well, yeah, if you want to listen to that one.
Head on over there. And maybe you'll be on this week's Patreon if you stick around for a Ninja Turtles watch-along.
Let's go.
So this episode's got to be short, Nicole. Life is too short.
Too true.
You ever listen to Too Short, Nicole?
Nope.
You want to know why they call him too short?
Nope.
Because when he whips it out, it grows and it grows and it grows. I don't understand why that would. Yeah. Sometimes he's really good with his wordplay. Other times it's nonsensical.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Okay. It's too short, but then when it gets hard, it's like, no, it's too big. It's tearing me.
Exactly.
Which is also kind of, he's saying, don't judge me by my outward appearance. I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Hey.
Whips it out. He's like, I just got to rub my butthole real quick to make it
Wow.
grow big.
TMI.
Huh.
That's what his raps are all about.
Well, is that a
okay.
surefire way to make it?
Yeah. Rub your gooch a little in a sensual way.
Okay,
It's got to be
your gooch
sensual.
and your butthole are two different things.
Well, okay, it's because as a straight man, you're not allowed to rub your butthole. So you're like, it's the rush of like,
You're
I'm so
not
close.
allowed.
I'm so close. And then you're like, should I? And like, by the time you
It's
even
illegal.
think, you've blasted your shorts off.
Yeah.
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 This might be this might be the most TMI I have ever been.
Oh my God. Before that, we could have pretended that it was a joke.
Yeah.
But then you
like,
said that,
yeah.
and now we all know that's a real to life thing.
I've been like, oh, should I be doing this?
Yeah.
I'm a straight man. I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean, the straight man's guild forbids us to going inside of our butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we've been.
Then I gotta go in. If I do that, I gotta go in bed with Willy Wonka,
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
showing off morning woods. Then Two Shorts there says, "Hey, it grows and it grows, baby." He has to have night shorts on, because they're nice and baggy. Because he knows he's gonna get morning wood and it's gonna be too big.
wait, night shorts?
Yeah,
Just don't wear any.
Is that are they like, what are night shorts?
they're like pajama pants, but they're just shorts.
They're shorts that you wear at night.
Night shorts.
So you're saying that's to protect from morning wood?
Yeah.
So
then
they need to be a little tighter?
No, they need to be loose.
Super loose? But
Yeah.
then your morning wood would just make a nice tent there.
Yeah, but as someone who, I'm not going to buy new underwear, guys. Even though I'm working out, my thighs and my ass fill it out more. But sometimes, my pants in the morning, I wake up because it's like, oh, there's no room here. Morning wood,
Oh, I see the issue.
Yeah, and it hurts.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we don't have an HR department at Chicago Comics.
Oh my God. You do. It's Rachel.
Okay, well, Rachel's no longer there,
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, sure.
me farting into a bag and passing it off as a famous comic book would probably get me written up by HR.
Yeah.
Guys, go over to the TikTok. I'm doing great stuff. The Chicago Comics.
I'm surprised TikTok even let you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be fetish content.
Oh, yeah. Damn. But I see that on there. Just like a woman shaving her armpits. Clearly, that's not just like, hey, let me show you my morning routine.
It's like, who is this for?
Yeah.
What do I do to get that recommended to me on my For You page, you think?
Just search armpit shave and then like a bunch of them. Actually, you don't even need to like a bunch of them. You can just search pregnant woman, and then all of a sudden, all of your feed is pregnant women. I'm like, God, I didn't want that now just when I was stoned and needed it.
Now you get ads for maternity wear.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
no,
Damn.
never get them for condoms. Because they're like, you don't need it, baby.
Yeah.
Because you can't get double pregnant.
Yet.
Oh, dang. If the Republicans have their way,
Yeah,
you can get double pregnant.
That's what twins is.
No. Twins. Except super freakincation, whatever the name of that is when a woman has sex with two men while ovulating and she carries twins that are from both. It's very
that's
rare.
happened?
Yes, it's very rare. Howard Kramer, Dragon Boy Suede, has a song about it, but there are actual cases where this happens. That's why, if you're in pornography and you're like, hey, I would like to have a child, and I would also, that's a niche I can get paid more for being a pregnant woman in pornography, I'd assume that you get paid more. But hey, let's try to get some super freakincation, whatever the name of that thing is. And then you could hey, did this work? Can we do this?
Yeah, see, all I can think of is the gay bed and breakfast of terror, but that resulted in just like a worm son.
Well, that was from like a conservative gangbang.
Yeah.
You know?
She loved it.
Oh, yeah, guys. Like, if you love getting gangbanged, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, bring it on.
Where am I?
On a podcast. The thing you've done for 6 years, brother.
Oh, where am I?
On a podcast, the thing you've been doing for like a year, baby.
Lately, I've been waking up in the middle of the night and being like, where the fuck am I? And then I was like, oh yeah, okay.
I haven't had that in a while. I usually get it like if we go to your mom's house. The first night I'll be like, and I'm like, oh, yeah. We're in Muskegon.
But that makes sense. But this is like the place I live.
Well, you do edibles now, so you're probably like, hey,
Ooh,
and hi,
maybe,
man.
yeah.
That is.
Far
that
out.
is.
It's possible.
Am I in outer space? Look at the brightly lit stars above me.
Or maybe it's because I was having a dream where I was like somewhere else. And then I woke up and I was like, why am I not in that
in outer space,
place?
man.
Is that your Timothy Chalamet doing Bob Dylan?
No, that is just my Bob Dylan. Hey, oh yeah, I'm Bob Dylan. It used to be a prevalent character on these podcasts.
Bob.
Just like Freddy Krueger.
You can do Freddy?
No. he
What's up,
can't.
bitch?
That's the joke, because he can't do it.
I do a pretty good Kermit the Frog, but everyone can. Nicole, your Kermit was really good.
You were high.
No, it was good. So much so that Nicole did this and said my name, and I go, like, I'm about to get involved in the improv, like talk to Kermit, but then I freeze and I go, Nicole, I just have to say, like, hearing Kermit say my name, it like means a lot to me.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can imagine.
So I couldn't even go on with the improv. I was just stunned by Kermit saying my name.
That means that was a really good performance.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Do it. Close your eyes, Lance.
I can't do it on demand.
Okay.
It's just like that time you demanded I do Toad, and then it sounded really bad, and I was embarrassed.
All of your toads are good.
No.
Oh, I need to hear sooner or later.
No.
Yeah. You want to know who we haven't heard from in so long? And I wonder if he will carry over onto Magical.
Upside Down Man? Yeah,
Upside
I
Down
know.
Man. He'll come back. I hope.
I was thinking about that when we watched that episode of Very Important People.
Oh, yeah.
With the rock kid.
He's very much Upside Down Man. Upside Down Man is a ghost kid who would call in on our call-in shows once a year, who died at a park near us by hanging upside down on the
monkey bars.
On the monkey bars.
And a kid punched him in the stomach.
After he took in a deep breath and held his breath, a kid punched him hard in the stomach and he died. So now he calls in.
Oh, no.
And he, the year that Franklin passed away, he called in and was like, yeah, Frank's here. And I was like, whoa. And then I almost started crying.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's powerful stuff.
But what's more powerful is a spider getting bit by a bee. On today's episode of Spider-Man, we are discussing episode 30 of Toei's Spider-Man, specifically entitled The Great Detectives in Onion Mask Something. I have the thing in my notes. Let me grab it.
Lenny Kravitz.
I liked that.
Lenny Kravitz, huh?
The Iron Mask of Onions and and Youth Detective Squad. I wrote Tooth because that's what I was saying IRL.
Yeah, you were being cute with it.
Yeah, I was being a cheeky ass boy, okay? Deal with me. I'm cheeky. Hey guys,
Ew.
it's me, Cheeky.
Ew.
Oh, cheeky?
Yeah, it's me, a little cheeky.
Oh, cheeky.
I got rosy cheeks, that's why they call me Cheeky.
I thought you were like a chipmunk or something.
No, I mean, yeah.
Are you just a pair of cheeks?
No, I'm a chipmunk who's so big that, I'm constantly saving up for hibernation. But if you shave my little hair, they're rosy too. Mm-hmm. That is because I'm allergic to most nuts.
That's unfortunate.
Most?
Yeah, most nuts.
What,
These nuts, if you're asking what I'm not allergic to. Because then I'd have a rash down there nonstop.
Yeah.
But now I just have a rash on my cheeks. I'm not deathly allergic, but it's protein. What am I going to do? Mash up a bunch of bugs in my cheeks?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that? But wouldn't they
You
like
could.
rot? I like keeping the nuts in there and then it ferments and then I'm getting loopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little cheeky.
I'll have to keep that in mind, Cheeky.
All right.
Thank you.
See you guys later. I gotta get some ointment.
For your cheeks.
Yeah, for my cheeks. Not these nuts, though.
Yeah.
So what's up, guys? How'd you like this
don't
episode
know.
compared to the last one, Lance?
Yeah, I mean they're both good in their own ways. This one's off the rails, so I'm ready to see what else we get into here.
All right, hell yeah. I'm in the episode of Spider-Man.
Oh.
Not like the episode of this we're doing. I was like, yeah, I guess it
Not
did get
this
off the
bullshit.
rail.
That CBD is hitting me hard.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. But
You do that kind CBD?
I wish.
Or that Kush CBD?
Let's go. You know which one. You know the answer. Anyway, this episode of Spider-Man, it was amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things that happen. A lot of good pinpoints. This show's just fucking tight. I mean, sorry, my bad. This show's just fucking tight.
Uh-huh.
And I just love the low budget. It's crazy. I would love to watch it on a fuzzy CRT TV. It would look amazing.
Yeah. The movie's probably released on VHS sometime because they put out a movie. It's only like 20 minutes long, but put in beautiful widescreen, screened in a theater.
Yeah. Right. The widescreen is always so wide. Why don't they make TVs that are the size aspect ratio of a movie theater?
People have brought this up, and I think there are some TVs that are that like super wide.
Oh.
Yeah.
For movie buffs.
Uh-huh. People who don't want that.
There's some that are even
line.
like curved.
Oh, yeah, there are the curved ones
curved
these
ones.
days.
Yeah.
But are the black lines like part of the culture?
So now I think even if you were to have one like a wide, like correct aspect ratio, you would still have those black bars because the black bars are embedded within the video file now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because it's still like when you say it's in HD and it's like 1080p, the 1080 is how tall the stuff is. So even if there's those black bars, that 1080 is still within those black bars, I believe. So then you're just losing pixels? Oh, man.
Something's got to fucking give.
Adam Sandler's like, I hope I'm not losing pixels.
I still haven't seen that one.
He gets pregnant. Hubert does with Josh Gad.
Josh Gad got Hubert pregnant?
Yeah, blasted
So
inside
it's
of
a
her.
filthy adult film.
Yeah.
Really?
No, it's not filthy, but it's implied because you see.
If you get the unrated version.
Oh, that would be hot, seeing Josh Gad's hog, and you better believe it grows and it grows and it grows.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Oh, Hubert, did you see my morning wood? He's now talking like Farnsworth. What's the Alphonse? No, Lupe. What's the
Lupe.
Olaf? That's the kid's name, the
Yeah,
snowman.
Olaf the snow kid.
Kid?
Olaf is a kid, isn't he?
No.
Well, I mean, he was just kind of built.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
So
he
he's
was
a
technically
baby.
just born.
You want to know what? He did take his carrot and put it on his, deedle. So he's minimum like 14 years old. Because that's a 14-year-old would. That's a move.
He made a carrot. He made his deedle out of his carrot nose.
Yeah. He put his nose and he put it on there. He says, "I'm a morning grower."
He said it kind of nasally because he didn't have his nose anymore.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I'm a morning grower.
You did the motion of the hee, but did not say it. Why?
You did it for me.
Because you do it so well.
Yeah, I couldn't match yours.
Then all of a sudden, the Sven, that's the deer's name.
Yeah.
How
Is
could?
it?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Sven. He starts munching down on that deedle carrot, and he's like, "No."
So do you think he just has a bunch, real term bunch of carrots
I'd hope so.
that he just goes in and out? But why? So he should just experiment if he can just
Yeah.
add a nose or a deedle at any time.
Yeah, or be Pinhead, put a bunch in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be,
Get some earrings
damn,
that are carrots.
that's some fan art.
He doesn't have ears.
Well, now he does. You mold snow into ears,
Ew.
Yeah, why not?
Or carve the carrots in.
Oh, that too make ears that are carrots.
Yeah.
You've heard of an ear of corn? Well, this is an ear of carrot.
Yeah.
But, yeah. someone make some fan art of Hellraiser Olaf.
What's your pleasure, sir?
This is what AI was created for.
Yeah.
You solved the box and we came. Look at my morning wood.
Is that your Olaf?
Yeah. I guess that's more so my Josh Gad, not Olaf.
Well, yeah, he sounds like Olaf.
I'm the president's son in 1600 pen. I got a woman pregnant. No, it wasn't him that got that would, I think, his sister. Yeah. You don't want to get your sister pregnant, guys.
No.
He got his sister pregnant?
No, like his sister got pregnant, but he did not do it.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I think, a Secret Service man or something.
Those guys.
Oh, my God. They're always just trying to blast it raw.
They love fucking people's sisters. I swear to...
That's how Regina came to be. Secret Service man.
So this episode.
Yeah, guys, quick rundown. This thing called Mr. Miracle, Dr. Miracle, or Miracle Mask comes down from an onion ship and is like, hey, Professor Monster called me here to take down Spider-Man. I'm going to do it. And then stings Spider-Man with a big B. Spider-Man's tank chair now. And then Spider-Man prevails. Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the quickest.
I guess we can go.
There's some kids.
Yeah, kids are involved.
Harmony Korine's there.
No.
That kind of kids.
No. Why do you like that movie?
It just ends with, what's his nuts, Takuya's brother saying, oh, what did I just do? And then fade to black, some contemporary music starts playing. I don't know why, like, I don't like the movie. I think it's impactful as an art film. That's why I'm never like, hey, let's fall asleep to kids. You know? If I did...
Yeah, right. But it was like when we first started dating, you're like, oh, we have to watch this movie.
Because I think it is, especially when you are late teen, early 20s, or even just a maybe not a teenager, because when I was a teenager, I watched it, I was like, this sucks. Why do people like this? But then after it curdled in my brain for a long time, like a year, I'm like, whoa, that is actually a masterpiece. And I think it is.
Okay.
What movie?
Kids.
Oh, Kids. Oh, that's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, Harmony Korine.
Oh, I see. I put it together. Yeah. Kids.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a toughie. But as a provocative art film, that paved certain ways. I don't know. It's messed up, but it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because being a teen is messed up.
Yeah. And back then?
You're doing Molly at a, bathroom.
Yeah, that was
rave.
not my experience.
Well, yeah, you were doing Molly in Harvest Moonland.
Yeah.
Getting those cows real high.
Yeah.
Pour some MDMA on their udder and just snort it off.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, which Harvest Moon was that?
Rune Story.
It's from the dark web.
Oh
yeah.
Harvest Moon Dark Web.
Yeah.
It's a...
Harvest Moon, the darkest timeline.
It's the ROM hack of the original where you can just snort MDMA out from people.
Yeah.
And instead of you're harvesting like crops, like marijuana, then you can graduate to coca leaf, opium, etc. Someone should make this.
No.
Just a ROM hack Harvest Moon, and you're just some dirt bag who's like, yeah, my dad left me this farm. I'm going to turn it into a drug farm.
No.
Yeah.
Damn. People would play that.
Yeah. See, told you, Nicole.
I mean, I wouldn't. No.
I didn't say people wouldn't. I just said you shouldn't make it.
Build it and they will come. Ooh. So we start out with the meteor that people think it's a meteor, but it's that spaceship, the Onion spaceship, is crashing down. A kid pee-peed himself. He's like, oh, I was in an onsen, but oh no, I pee-peed.
Yeah.
I've had that feeling so many times.
I think the last time you were on, maybe for Citizens of Townsville Z,
we talked about. Come up?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was trying to remember. I was like, what in... Maybe I said Ken looks like someone who'd pee-pee himself. Or no, we might have brought up that Powerpuff Girls episode where Mojo tries to make the girls think that one of them peed themselves.
Yeah, damn.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Are we talking about my Pornhub stuff?
Oh, golden shower.
Could that be our new outtake?
Oh, yeah. You mean the new, like, instead of the
Yeah.
it's golden shower. Yeah. I'll start doing it. All of a sudden on Sweet Child of Time, it ends with that. And they're like, what the fuck? And Steve's like, we're a Marshland Media podcast. I can't affect anything in the edit.
Yeah.
Actually, Steve would be like, oh my God, he started finally putting the tag at the end. We're now part of the Marshland Media conglomerate for sure.
This supposed meteorite has a creepy face on it.
Yeah.
Why is it so creepy?
Because it's like half of a face, like in color tone, isn't it? Like one
No,
side's,
it's
oh, okay.
all silver.
It's all silver. I think it just looks like so many, like, not mean enemies in video games, because it for sure looks like
Okay.
some enemies,
Yeah.
but disembodied, it's creepy.
Yeah.
Like, if you saw it on a person, you'd be like, oh, yeah, they're a bumbling fool of a villain, but just disembodied and on a black background, you're like, ugh. Just like a cute cat. You know, that's, okay, a cute cat, but if it's a, disembodied cat head, just like, not doing anything on a black background, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'll take a picture of Butter and I'll be like, yeah, that's a cute picture. And then superimpose her head just like floating around.
Uh-huh.
So we see everyone wake up to this meteor and Takuya's like, huh. But then we see Shinko and the brother. I don't remember the brother's name. Shoji, no. Something. They are in the same bedroom and they are in bunk beds.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time we've ever been or no, because I could have swore we have seen his bedroom because like Takuya has come in to talk to him and been like, hey, don't bully people in that episode. So I don't know why they're in bunk beds, but if this has been the case all along, there should be another room. Their father did die. There should be, or maybe they don't want to live in that room. I don't know. Who knows? But it's weird that Takuya has a room to himself and they are bunking up together.
Yeah. We need that backstory.
Uh-huh. I wish they would do a manga of this specific Spider-Man just to flesh stuff out more. Or throw it in Spider-Boy or give this Spider-Man his own Marvel series.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick.
So we're introduced to Dr. Miracle, a.k.a. Miracle Mask, and she goes to shake the hand of Amazonas, but Amazonas just leaves her hanging.
Yeah.
There's clear tension between them because she's like, hey, is she trying to take my jab?
Mm-hmm.
They took our jab.
Yeah.
They took our jab, okay? Getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
Oh,
They took our jab.
Oh,
But that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. They took it.
Yeah.
You just can't stop, can you, with the politics?
Yeah, I know. We're such goddamn liberal cucks. Just always trying to make something political. So in the morning, they're looking for this meteorite, and Takuya, Hitomi, Shinko, brother, they're all hanging out, trying to go into the forest to look for this.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Takuya, like, our dad was, he dedicated his lives to meteorites. We should, this will bond us to his memory. And then Hitomi says, man, no one would believe you're the son of an academic. And you could just say that for most people of like, oh, you would never believe she's the daughter of a healthcare professional or the daughter of a sheet metal worker, the son of a florist, the
Sure.
daughter of a deadbeat.
Yeah.
Douchebag, maybe. Which would you prefer for him?
Piece of shit.
Okay. I think deadbeat, douchebag, and piece of shit kind of circling the same stuff.
Yeah.
But you want that, like, piece of shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, please censor yourself.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding.
We believe in censoring here. Name of the episode.
Oh, my bad. What?
That's why the only pornography I watch is Japanese pornography.
Because it's censored
Uh-huh.
heavily.
Sometimes this was filmed in China, so it doesn't need to be. And I'm like, ah!
Whoa.
I even like to find the really censored stuff where they blur out the titties too.
Whoa.
Sorry, blur out the these.
Blur out the Murray glands
Yeah.
and the glands, okay?
Hey.
What do your parents do for a profession?
My father was a he's a retired master candy maker. And then he's did that all his life. And my mom she can't really work, so.
I don't know if this is insensitive, but like people could believe that you're the son of a master candy maker because you do have diabetes.
I know. That's the classic joke.
Uh-huh.
And I say, hell yeah, I ate so much sugar when I was young. I did this to myself. No. Yeah. I had another type 1 diabetic friend one time. We were just like, talk at each other like, we did this to ourselves. Like, we should have stopped eating candy when we were young. Like, damn, I know. It's just too good. It's not how it works, by the way. Everyone.
Type 1 is, it's just in you.
Yeah, yes.
Type 2, you develop it.
Not type 2, you do it to yourself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, most of the time.
Or society did it to you.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Depending at where you at in the city, you know what I'm saying? But let's not get... What type of podcast is it? Are we talking about Spider-Man? Are we talking about the man's hand? You know what I'm saying? Big brother cuffing our hand. You know what I'm saying? Wham bam. In the jail, man.
Nicole, do you think we would be more successful on Apple if we changed it from comedy to politics? The genre. Okay, all right, I'll try it.
Yeah, I've seriously thought about this where I was like, we just need like a version of like Joe Rogan, but it's like for good, to like manipulate people into doing good things. But it's still like ethically or like morally gray.
Yeah, because I'm trying to like manipulate.
This is kind of fucked up, but I guess it's good.
The conservatives out there are actively trying to take away your right to not own a gun, all right? So we need to go in there. Unless you want to have to spend like $400 on a pistol, you need to go out there. You need to vote, and you need to buy the bullets every year. You need to maintain that gun. All of a sudden, your life, you have become a gun nut because these conservatives are lobbying to make sure everyone, and they're not giving handouts. You need to buy the gun. You need to register for this. They actually love big government. So go out, vote unless you want to be a gun nut.
Yeah.
There.
They're going to force it on everyone you know and love.
Children are going to have to train with rifles, have to go out and hunt. Just imagine all those deers being blasted in the face, all because you didn't go to Pokemon style to the polls.
I like my deer.
Yeah.
I like my deer.
I like my deer shot in the face.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I don't have more to add to the bit. I'm sorry.
I'm done with the bit. I did the thing. I figured out how to loop it in.
Wait, that was a bit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Were you about to go vote?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it worked.
You need to do it, James.
These kids that we meet, these youth detectives, there's 4 of them, they're either dressed as a knockoff Village People or cosplaying as a fighting game that you've never heard of, but when you see it at the arcade, you're like, I gotta play this.
Yeah, they all are like very like stylized outfits.
And none of them match.
And I love it.
It's like when Deep Swish would perform live, where it's like, oh, we have our garb, but everyone's garb is different.
Yeah.
And mine was interesting T-shirts. Because I would just change my shirt from song to song, because I wouldn't be on all the songs.
Yeah, and they'd get too sweaty.
I'd be like, well, I'm talking about Perry the Platypus in this one. I got to put on a Perry the Platypus shirt.
The
Where'd
fans
that shirt go?
loved it.
Where'd my Perry shirt go?
I don't fucking know.
I think
you tell me.
I think someone
it's probably
threw
in your
it away.
Fucking mountain of dirty
it could
laundry
be like very
that's in
far
your closet.
down. Yeah. Or it is hanging up, but it's like hanging up with other shirts that I cannot fit into.
Sure.
That's probably more like it. Or Nicole threw it away like she did my
would
underwear.
Not do that,
you
I
threw away
made
my
that shirt.
underwear. Wait, no, you didn't.
Wait, which shirt are you
The Perry the
talking
Platypus
about?
one, it just has Perry on it and it's a green shirt.
I thought you were talking about the one where I sewed a pocket and it had Perry the Platypus.
No. But you probably threw it away like you did my underwear.
Yeah, sorry, I threw away your underwear that I could see through because that's how worn away the fabric was.
Yeah, dude, and you were into it. You're like, damn. Oh, see-through underwear is a billion-dollar industry? Sorry, I didn't spend the money to do that. I actually got it
made it
distressed.
myself.
Yeah, okay? After, maybe, how old am I?
But then what's the point?
That underwear was probably 20 years old.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, no.
I'm sorry, because
Maybe
that's
18.
like, that's like a full ass, like you had a child. I threw away your child.
Yeah. Wait, why?
Because like you had it that long.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like how many
and
times
like
I
that's how precious it
blasted
was
into
to
it.
you.
Well, yeah, it's not that it's precious. It's that one. It's not that it's precious because, like, that's one less underwear I have to, like, not do laundry.
Yeah.
And two, a specific person in my family used to just throw away stuff that they're like, oh, I don't like this. Mm-hmm. So I don't, like, I have past issues with that.
Yeah. I mean, I never said that I did.
I know you did. Because when I asked you, you were like, no.
Yeah.
You went, and I was like, just get where?
Yeah.
To change the subject. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, hey there, James, I'm Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
You did that at that time?
Uh-huh.
To
To
cheer
deflect.
him up. Uh-huh. Yeah.
The fight. Oh, what's up?
I guess we shouldn't keep going about the underwear. But
No, keep going with the underwear.
where's the location of the holes?
It was
ass.
Yeah.
Just straight ass?
Well, not the
Did
straight
you just
ass.
been blowing ass?
No.
For 20
So
years?
here's the thing: is the entire backside, because of like sitting down, was just like it looked like mesh, like you could see through.
Oh,
it.
No,
wow.
it looked like a cobweb.
It was like one,
Yes, cobweb. Yeah.
one ply. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's like there's like bigger holes than others, and there's like a separating threads.
Yeah.
But
Like if I wore this on Instagram, it would be taken down
yeah.
because you could just see my ass.
But nowhere any else like under your nuts or
No.
huh?
Probably from sitting down.
Yeah.
From scooching your butt across the floor.
I do that when I get worms.
Yeah. That's a good tactic.
Works every time.
Okay, the fight scene I thought was really well shot. That with the first fight scene between Miracle and Post, Miracle turning into a gorilla to take out these kids. Like this is real stupid villain shit of like
I loved it.
I'm gonna just scare you and terrorize you instead of just shotgun to the face.
Yeah.
Deer style.
Well, that shows you how that Dr. Miracle has a little bit of a heart. They didn't just kill him; just want to scare him.
No, it just
The main enemy is Spider-Man.
yeah. But I don't know. It just seems stupid if you really want to get the job done. Spider-Man was incapacitated. You could have just grabbed a cinder block and
That's
head
true.
exploded.
Very true.
Yeah, I loved this episode. It was very
cool.
like campy and silly.
When I was watching all of these in like 4x speed like 3 years ago to watch all of it before we started it, this one was a standout. I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, we need to bring up the fact that they were just dropping onions.
Yeah, their ship looked like an onion plus their face, and then they're gathering onions. And clearly,
I think that's how they make the soup.
yeah, whatever. But it's never explained what this thing does besides like help them transform. Maybe
Yeah.
the onions are never explained. Just we see them chopping it up near beakers, but we never see them put them in. For all we know, is they were just making lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I think you guys are on to. I think the theory is correct there about the potion with the onions, but it doesn't show. Yeah.
Nuh-uh. And then there's that big bee pops out because Mr. Miracle says, oh, have you heard about the bee who hates spiders or whatever? And then just this huge puppet of a bee comes out and stings Spider-Man. And he's like, oh, I'm almost done for.
Yeah.
Miracle bee.
Just fucks him up real bad.
He didn't have enough strength to just go like Like,
Yeah, you could have smashed it into you.
Squash him.
Have you been stung by
But
bees?
Spider-Man doesn't kill.
Oh, yeah, but bees he does. For all he knows, it's a robotic bee, and he kills robots all the time.
He does know that it's a person, though.
But the bee.
Yeah.
Wait,
He saw the person transform.
Oh, he just transforms into the bee? I thought he summoned the bee one time.
No.
Oh, okay. So that's why, okay, it makes sense why he didn't kill him.
oh,
I would've-
Miracle Bee.
Miracle Bee, yeah.
Wow.
Miracle Bee.
They should have,
Turned
like,
into a bee.
had more miracle animals. Maybe do the miracle spider.
Especially because they said, I can become anyone.
Yeah.
And then doesn't turn into people, turns into animals.
We do see them turn into one person, the cop, which we find out that Lupin style, this Mr. Miracle has said, Dr. Miracle, has said, I'm going to rob these queen jewels from a museum that's just a studio painted one color and put some floor down. And all of the other guards go away, and Spider-Man's like, oh, yeah, this is pretty wild, isn't it? It's almost 12. We've almost done it. But then the guard starts laughing and then turns into Mr. Miracle.
He could have turned into Spider-Man.
Yeah. What? That's wild.
Miracle Spider-Man.
Uh-huh. That would have been so easy to do. You want to know why they didn't do that? They only have one Spider-Man suit. So you couldn't have them both in the same area.
Yeah.
Spider string them from off camera.
Yeah.
What's easier, turn into a bee again or make a whole ass suit?
Yeah.
Look, we can just rent a gorilla suit.
Yeah.
That would have been very funny if it was clearly we rent it. Like, that's
Or
the
just get it
difference.
from the props department.
Well, that's the difference between like American filmmaking, low budget style, and Japan. We would have just gone to a Party USA and gotten a gorilla suit, and everyone would have been like, hey, we know the exact gorilla suit they used there, where this was custom made. So then I guess they could have, but I guess they use gorillas in a lot of their productions. Whereas Spider-Man, you're just using it for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So the four detectives go to this place where this thievery is going, and they're like sneaking behind, and then they bump into Hitomi like back to back, and Hitomi screams so loud, and that alerts everyone. And Hitomi's like, you guys prevented me from getting the biggest scoop in the century. And it's like, no, dude, you did. You screamed. No one would have seen you.
She's scared, man.
And everyone who has seen this, I have always thought the crow noises that we hear are just people with their mouths doing like a, but you know, better than that. Nicole thinks they're real crows, and it could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe listen to it in headphones, Nicole, and then I would like to know your thoughts. Because I think in headphones you can really hear, like, this is a man on a microphone.
Remember that racing game we played and the chicken sound effects was just like someone making bawk noises?
Was it the Muppets one?
No.
Oh, okay, because that would make sense.
No, it was like a sports one, and it was like actual chickens. And then when you would pass them, it would go bark, 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 and we were like, "What the fuck?"
It was the ESPN Extreme Sports for PlayStation, and you can watch us play that over on Mostly Speaking. No, it's now Marshland Media, I believe. No, I think there's still a Mostly Speaking Sentai YouTube page. Go there. You can find our Let's Plays, and it's there. Very early stuff. I wrote down Spider-Man has become tank chair because it's so funny. Spider-Man has become knocked unconscious by a bee sting yet again, and he's just being wheeled around in a wheelchair, and he is just like dead. Like he's limp. Every single bump just shakes him around. It's so funny.
They're really wailing on Spider-Man too. Like,
With an umbrella.
he really got messed up in this one.
As he should be a little bit, you know? You want to give him steaks. And give him steaks, you know? He needs that
Hey.
protein.
and steaks.
Yeah, because he's a vampire.
Yeah, and steaks to hold down a tent.
Oh, that too. Because of that morning wood.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Spider-Man with the pants tent.
You could see his bulge in one of the scenes in this one.
Why are you looking?
Because it's there.
Too short.
The Straight Guild is upset with me this
Straight
episode.
Guild is they're phone lines are off the hook. People
Like first he's
calling them.
talking about getting close to his butthole. At least he didn't, even though I have. And then, I'm seeing Spider-Man's bulge.
Yeah.
Have you read Tank Chair yet?
Not yet.
Dude, I just finished volume 3. This is a manga, guys, that I think everyone should read, especially if you like things like Chainsaw Man. That's a very good, or just like dystopian assassin stuff. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, I'll put that on my list ASAP. How's that shark one?
That one's really good.
Yeah.
Killer Shark from Another World. Oh, man. I'm excited for volume 4 when that comes out because it just keeps getting better. And there's this recurring joke throughout that whenever I think, the author's going to stop doing that joke at the end of each story arc. But no, it just keeps happening and it stays funny to the point where I'm like, well, you want to know what? Like, it should be done. Like, you can't just keep doing this thing. But then it happens again. I'm like, no, man, it has funny.
Love it when that happens.
So Spider-Man ends up saying, because Garia, the dude who he got his Spider-Man powers from, he was bit by a bunch of spiders in a cave and grew an immunity to it. Hey, Henry. Henry just came in the room. And Spider-Man's logic is like, well, then I should have bee sting immunity. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Thomas from My Girl wishes he was being swarmed by spiders because he's not allergic to spiders. The bees are what killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen My Girl?
No.
Dude, we got to watch My Girl. That's like the perfect like coming of age, but also so sad movie. Jealous Nicole. This
No,
dude
I'm not.
loves
I'm
me.
pretty sure you just pooped.
Ew.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
When Mr. Miracle grows big, he just goes, Big Miracle.
Yeah, funny.
So stupid. Oh, shoot. I forgot to introduce you as the immortal lady, the Bricks, Nicole Jakis. How are
Thank
you
you, sir.
doing?
I'm okay.
All right.
That's one cold open.
Uh-huh.
I found out I have to get a hot needle put into my spine.
Aw,
So
yeah.
that's going to be fun.
And that's not a euphemism for Morning Wood, brothers.
Yeah.
You need to close that door. He did shit.
But now he's in here.
Yeah, that's fine when he's in here. But all he will do is be
As
like,
soon
okay,
as I
can
shut
you
it,
please?
he's going to want
Yeah,
out.
that's fine. That's preferable. So any last thoughts, guys? Because I think this is done. He wins, beats down Big Miracle. I thought Miracle was in more episodes, but obviously not.
I liked the ladies in the Jeep.
Oh, yeah, they're always cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I like the jealousy of the, what's the main lady?
Amazonas.
Yeah, Amazonas. She said, Dr. Miracle. Dr. Miracle. That's what you look for. The villains that are...
Professor Monster? No,
Professor Monster.
Dr. Miracle. No, Dr. Miracle. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're right.
Ah! Henry jumped up on me again. Oh, yeah, you little freakazoid. Oh, you're so cute.
Spider-Man really came to, though, quickly out of that wheelchair.
Yeah, well, he remembered that he has immunity to
He
bees.
and then he was right, like he was instantly, he was slumped 1 minute, 1 second, and the next he was giving it to him.
Yeah. That's how immunities work. When you remember you have it, you're like, oh, yeah, I don't need to be down and out.
Yeah, it's just willpower.
That's what all the conservatives thought about 19.
Okay, I do need to bleep that out because you two
Oh,
might
shit,
like
my bad.
if we start talking, even if it's clearly a joke, conspiracy theories only on that subject, they will remove the video.
Oh, no.
It's happened once
You gotta
before.
bleep it out. It's going to be a long bleep. I'm sorry. So I should say, that's what thought about.
You slide by swearing the stuff that I can't say. Oh, man. Well,
So stupid.
that's it, you know? That's the episode. We've got just a few more left.
Yeah.
If this was 36, I think we have 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 5 more left.
Whoa.
We'll be done in June, guys, in Magical Meatball Girls, where we will be discussing Sailor Moon and more. Is Butter coming in?
Butter!
Oh my God. Did she immediately turn around once we noticed her?
She's coming in.
Whoa. This is a first, guys. Butter has never come out and hung during a record.
It's a party.
Oy!
Henry's up on the mattress. Yeah, guys, we got to get going because these freaks are running around. Lance, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me once again.
You got anything to plug?
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet.
You got a crumb bums in the hopper.
Bums. Oh yeah, look out for another one. Well, not them, but you. Well, maybe next day or two.
Oh hell yeah! Which one you working on?
The toilet one.
Oh yeah, with Brian, who has been on this show, Nicole's stepfather.
Yeah, look at that.
Synergy. I'm pumped for that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Franklin just being like, I got this toilet hooked up with hot water. And it's like, why? It's gross.
It's not a bidet. Yeah.
Meanwhile, our bidet is still ice cold.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm fine with that. As I've said before on Death to Squid's very funny conversation with Jose and I had a friend who had hot water routed into one of their toilets. So if you just got done, this is where that bit came from.
Yeah.
If someone was just in the bathroom and then you went, there is a time when, like, if you go diarrhea, sometimes that, like, warmth from the diarrhea will radiate to your butt. So every time you would sit down, you'd be like, oh, did I just diarrhea? And it's like, no, I haven't done anything yet. Because it was just scalding hot water in there.
Scalding?
Yeah, I mean, like, if it was a cold day, you would see some steam. Like, it was hot water.
Damn.
Because it was directly from the hot pipe. Is Butter going up there now?
Yeah, Butter's
Holy
now
Christmas.
climbing up the mattress.
Hey, Bubby, you little cute ass.
Damn.
Ooh, I'm going to squeeze that little bottom.
Don't do that.
Well, I need to
An
squeeze that little
acrobat.
bottom of ours. Nicole,
Well,
you got
now
anything
she's
to plug?
leaving. Thanks a lot.
Well, you got anything to plug?
Visit darlinghomebody.com for the shit that I make so that I can afford to be alive.
Hell yeah, brothers. And head over to, or you want to know what? Listen to Death to Squids over on the Marshland Media podcast feed. Wherever you're listening to this for free, you can listen to that as well, along with Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling. Both of those are in the same feed. Listen to This Movie's Gay. Guys, Corwin and I made the announcement over on patreon.com/MLM pod that we're coming back. This Movie's Gay will be a monthly podcast, at least until we get to 100 episodes. So we'll do 4 and then be done. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, let us know what movie do you want us to cover first? Because Corwin's, or I guess you can't. It'll be up in the air. So let us know, but head over to patreon.com/MLM pod, where for $5 a month, you get exclusive content every single Friday. This Friday might be, for sure, it will be a watch along of a Ninja Turtles movie, but will our friend Lance be there? Who knows?
I love turtles. I like turtles.
He does.
So head over there. Then $10 patrons also get all of that, plus monthly bonus exclusive content in the form of Straight to Patreon, which Corwin will be coming over tomorrow to discuss freshman orientation. Ooh. And you get shout outs on every single free feed podcast as a $10 patron. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F.,
Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour.
Alex Z, the Waz.
Orion Defoe.
My Bickle brother in common law, Joshua Jakis.
I don't know.
Steve Barnes, a sweet child of time. My mother, Lil Corey's BFF and now former roommate, Shane. From twitch.tv/
I don't know.
Corwinning, it's Corwin. And from
I don't know.
the ROM Complex, as well as Formulaic, a podcast and script writing, it's twitch.tv/ R2 Shelby2. And from Speed Radio, a podcast and all things Sonic the Hedgehog, it's Tay, aka Zinny D. And I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Lance.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye-bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.
Oh. golden shower.
But I sure love some Damen.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Spider-Man.
Cider-Man, get that cider.
You want to try that again? And this is Mostly Speaking Spider-Man. Really thought you were going to do like Cider-Man.
Cider-Man.
What was I upset? I guess like health industry, but we fall back. It's wild that we have to fall back on me being upset about that.
Your tooth.
No, that's the health industry. You know?
Ooh, what else? I feel like you were upset about something else.
The government, but we can't keep going back to that.
No, I think it was like a customer or something.
Was I upset with a customer? I'm not going to bring up Michael Harper.
Whoa.
Yeah, Lance hates that guy.
Look at that guy.
Stop doing slide-by swears.
I can.
Oh, I got one.
Oh.